Labo.
The People Station V103, home of the Ryan Cameron Morning Show. Wanda Smith, money ain't a thing. JD in the building. What up, JD?
What's happening?
It's going down. Global 14 in the building.
Yeah.
Doing
I
big
read the
things.
message. Sold out at Georgia Tech. Sold out.
Oh, that is nice. Look, they heard opportunity. We in.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. So the other day, this article comes out right after the Pharrell, Robin Thicke, Marvin Gaye lawsuit gets settled. And you say, Ciara, quote, Ciara's new single is a complete ripoff of Usher's You Got It Bad. I'm clear on what I made, and I'm clear on how music influences people, and I'm clear on chord changes and how people move things. Might not be as evident as Blurred Lines situation, but I believe the same thing happens to me. Play, give me a clip of Usher right quick. play the Usher song.
You got it bad. When you wanna fit, hang up and you call right back. Oh, you got it bad.
Okay. Play Ciara song right quick. Ready? Go.
I bet you start loving me soon as I start loving someone else, somebody better than you. I bet you start needing me soon as you see me with someone else.
So, that being said, what you gonna do, JD?
What?
What you gonna do?
I mean, listen, I just want to say this. Like, I wasn't like trying to attack Ciara or nothing like that. Like, I seen a bunch of people on Instagram and Twitter talking about, why you trying to attack Ciara? It's your homie. It ain't like that. What I was trying to do was make sure that the guy that was doing the interview understands how frequently this happens in the music business. This happens probably every day that somebody's record sounds like somebody else's record. And it's very easy for people to be influenced by music.
Right.
If you listen to records a lot, you listen to an artist a lot, or if you listen to just whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Records sound similar a lot.
Huh?
Well, a lot of records sound similar.
100%. You know what I mean? So, you know, it just happens very frequently, and that's what I was basically trying. I didn't know that me saying that was going to turn into this. By the way, I didn't. You know what I mean? I think
people assume you suing.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Personally, I want people to know my take on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I told a bunch of people, when I started making music, I never even thought people would ever take my music. So I'm kind of flattered by it. It ain't even got nothing to do with like me out here trying to sue nobody. I'm like, wow, I made music that people actually want to borrow from. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, but people get mad when I say stuff like this all the time. You know what I mean? Like when Mike Will said that he basically was doing Ray Shrummer to make them like a new version of Crisscross. I said, on Twitter, I said, yo, it's dope to see that something I created 20 years ago is being remade in 2015 or whatever it was. And people on Twitter went crazy. Oh, you just want to be relevant. You just trying to get popular offer. And I'm like, damn. I mean, I did make Crisscross, didn't I?
Right.
And somebody just said they want to recreate something that I made. So I mean, it's just crazy that people get mad at me for saying anything about anything that I created. And that's what y'all got to understand. I created these songs.
Right.
Like I said this yesterday, you can move Usher, you could take Usher off the record, remove Usher from the song. I wrote that song, so I know exactly what's going on here.
Right.
I sung the song too. By the way, I sung it with that cadence. That's what people don't understand. The cadence on the record is what I'm mostly talking about.
Right.
You know, I reference the record in a way that I can, when I hear somebody else do it, I'm like, you are trying to do exactly what I did. You know, that's what it is.
JD's here on the People Station V103.
Yeah.
We come from a generation that sampled crazy.
100%. Me. 100%. I've been paying since I was... Man, listen.
But then there was this interpolation thing, which is basically playing it over. Is that what interpolation is, right?
Yeah.
So when
you still got to pay.
You still got to pay for interpolation.
Yeah.
So, but even if it sounds close,
you still got to pay. Like, you know, this is what I did. I used to sample. Like Crisscross' whole album was samples. Every song on the album first album was samples, and it was samples on top of samples on top of samples on top of samples.
Right.
You know what I mean? And somebody was like, JD, you need to, you paid so much money out sampling, you should start playing the songs over.
Right.
So I started playing the music over. And what playing the music over does is take you from having to pay the master usage. Because you sample a record, you gotta pay the record label,
Right.
and then you gotta pay the artist as well.
Okay.
So you gotta pay twice. See, if you replay it, you only gotta pay the artist, and you cut the record label out. You still gotta pay.
Still gotta
it don't
pay.
matter. You know what I mean? So,
So do you think that Pharrell and them should have just gave credit? That would have saved them this whole rah.
yeah, I mean, see, the crazy part about it for me is that every time I've ever tried to put a record out, and I tried to, believe me, I've tried to slide by without somebody. Like, I've definitely tried to be like, man, I'm gonna get away with this one, right? And as soon as I tried that, all the labels that I've ever been, in partnership with, they always had somebody in their office that was sitting there saying, JD, go ahead, man. I hear that. I hear that blah 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 in that song, right? And I'm like, no, you don't. What are you talking about? So, for me to see that nobody else blocked the punt on this, or tried to block the field goal, or whatever you want to call it, on this one was really crazy to me. I mean, it's just, really, really crazy. Because, I mean, it happens, I'm sure all of us.
Right.
I even thought at one point that they had hired a team at my publishing company that was just designed to listen to the samples that JD put out.
Really?
Yeah. Just
Jermaine
to see
Dupri in
what
the
I was going
building.
to sample.
I thank you for your insight, bruh, for stopping by.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You got an app on the way, too.
Yeah, I got an app coming out, my first app coming out, that's designed behind the song Money Anything. That's all the information I give y'all for now, but that's coming. I just want to say one thing before I leave. I'm going to be at Emory on Saturday. I'm going to be at Georgia Tech tomorrow, but I'm going to be at Emory on Saturday doing the exact same thing. Like I said before, it's so much, so many kids out here, so many brains out here, and so many people out here doing things I want to make sure that I see and hear. So I will be at Emory on Saturday.
Nice.
I'll be at Georgia Tech tomorrow. I'll be in Vegas on
working.
Monday.
I see
Oh,
you.
yeah. You know what I mean?
And Blackish tonight.
And Blackish tonight. I'll be on ABC tonight. Yeah. Make sure y'all check.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Edmunds.com. Buying a new car, why not cut to the chase with Edmunds Price Promise and compare already discounted prices instantly. Shout out to JD in the building. More Big Ticket Show next on V103.
Yeah, heard.